Alright, I need something to do while we talk.
Clearly, our conversation isn't engaging enough for you.
Right? He has to play his NASCAR game.
Well, I figured, look, we have the gameplay recorded, alright? We can throw up not only on Google Play, not only on iTunes, you could throw this up on the YouTube channel, so there's something to watch whilst we talk.
You want to know how you get John off that game really quick?
How's that?
Destiny 2, John.
Oh, god damn it, I hate you so much right now.
Destiny 2. That is coming around the corner.
That's like days away.
That is like 48 hours.
You don't understand.
Not even close, actually. It's coming out on Wednesday.
Don't understand the amount of fucking videos I've watched. All right.
I don't understand why that game's dropping on a Wednesday and not a Tuesday.
Really? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's Bungie. They're allowed to do whatever they want.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird, but I think the Uncharted 4 dropped on a Friday. Ratchet and Clank dropped on a Friday.
That's because they're trying to be ballers. But Wednesday, like, what's the purpose of that?
I don't know. I had a talk with Spencer about this. Like, the whole Tuesday release thing has to do with, like, old media. Oh, I forgot how to play this game. There we go. Yeah, of course. Y is for Excel. Oh, that's reverse. Dumbass. See? Something to watch. All right, so, yeah. It's all like an old legacy media thing where I think it's for, what the fuck do you call it? Like, their numbers. Like, they look throughout the week and see how their sales are doing, and that runs from Tuesday to Monday or some shit like that.
Oh, so they basically start counting the sales as soon as it drops on Tuesday.
Yeah, because they want to count for the weekend and all that shit.
But technically, it would drop on Monday night at 10.
9,
10, whatever.
I was going to say, like, Wednesday. It's going to come out for us Wednesday? No, Tuesday night at 9.
Oh, so technically it'd still be released on Tuesday.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, this is a worldwide release. Like, Destiny's like a big fucking deal actually around the world, so they had to account for that. I mean, even as far as the last live action trailer, depending on what country you were in, like, even the food was tailored to your country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ramen shop.
So, like, here in America, I forget, it was like fucking donuts
Puppies.
or no, Rice Krispie treats that got blown up. But, like, in England, it was like beans on toast. You got Germany, they were like fucking toasted, not toasted.
So what were the puppies
barbecued sausages. Not Jews, sausages. What?
What were the puppies for?
Well, because everybody likes puppies. Well, almost everybody.
There are some people that do not like puppies. They like cats.
Oh, fuck cats.
Fuck
cats. Fuck cats.
I don't really mind either of them. Well, they both give me allergies, so they can all go to hell. But they're all cool. They're all right in small doses.
I like it when DeWitt gets around cats, though. Or I'm not sorry, not cats, puppies. Because he does that thing. Just a little puppy. Just a little puppy. But I haven't heard him say shit around cats.
Hey,
Just a little kitty.
Hey, Red, there goes your shoe. Oh, it's just a little puppy. Oh, those are your Jordans? Oh, brand new Jordans. Oh, it's just a little puppy.
Just a little bit. Oh, man.
You in 10th, 11th place, bro.
That's
adorable.
Makes way more sense. All right. So Destiny 2, and anything else going on in video game world?
The video game industry is booming.
Let me ask you guys. I don't know about you, DeWitt, because.
So this is more directed at me.
Well, I don't know, like DeWitt's like taste in video games, because like there was one weekend he stayed here. I had that one game on my PlayStation. Was it Brothers?
Yeah.
A Tale of Two Sons or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic game to watch. It's a sad fucking game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. It's a fucking. My mom came in who doesn't really give a shit about video games, and she loved it.
Yeah.
And it was fucking. It was sad, dude.
That was an interesting little day.
Yeah, that'll.
You know what that is? That's called a good storyline.
Really good stuff.
Yeah, it gets to you. So like, I see him play games like that, but I don't know. Were you on the Call of Duty train?
Nope.
I was initially like.
Wait. When you're saying the Call of Duty train, are you coming back from when they first released like Modern Warfare, or are you talking about the new generation
Warfare,
that's
World
War II or whatever it's doing now? What train are you talking about?
I'm talking about just Call of Duty in general. Were you there? Like, were you also hyped up every time they would drop, or you kind of like, yeah, just take it or leave it? Or are you like a zombies guy?
For me, zombies was never a thing. Like I do it like if other people are doing it, but I was never like, oh man, I really want to play
crack.
zombies right now.
So if everyone was doing crack, you'd be doing crack.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
But I was never like, oh man, I really want to play zombies like right now. You know, I was always, if I was playing it, I was playing, you know, either story or multiplayer or something. But yeah, I was big into Call of Duty up until, I want to say Black Ops. I feel like
the first one,
the first Black Ops. Like up until first Black Ops, I was like into it. I had all of them, you know. But then after Black Ops, I don't know. I just kind of lost interest because I felt like, and to this day, I still feel like it's the same game. Half the time, it's the same story, just with different people.
No, usually keep the same person. Yeah. They keep them running.
It's like,
yeah. I mean, I think I went as far as Black Ops 2.
Yep.
Okay.
But I really fell off when Call of Duty Ghosts came out, and I got it. But dude, I could only play, maybe like the first 10 minutes, and I was just like, I'm over it. I'm done. That's like for me, like Spencer. He got me on the Call of Duty train, but he got me in at Modern Warfare.
That was when it was really good when they dropped that first one.
And we would fucking both of us on separate TVs, like put on Veterans, start the game, and see who could beat the game first. And like, dude, it was constantly just Nick and Nick. And I'll never forget that all gillied up fucking mission. Oh, it was so bullshit. Because like my screen was red. I should have been dead. And Spencer was just on the floor dead. From like I swear it's the same amount of shots. But somehow I got away. Oh.
Yeah,
but now like we got Destiny coming out. But November is Call of Duty again.
I think every November is like,
and it's just I can't do it. Yeah. But see, the same thing happened with me in Assassin's Creed. As soon as it became like a yearly release, I gave up. I think I stopped playing Assassin's Creed after oh shit. I stopped playing after Black Flag.
Yeah, that was like the first one. I'm trying to think. That was the first console one that I didn't buy. I only played it a little bit, like at your house, and yeah, I have not really messed with it since then. Like any of them since then.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed kind of fell off to me.
Wow. Ooh. She looks like a demon from hell.
Hmm.
That's a weird looking face.
Yeah, it's a terrible looking face. Ugh. Stop it, woman.
I mean, like,
you're scaring the children.
What year did this come out?
Passwords
before
to remember games.
Before you were born, that's when this game came out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Looks like it. Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I guess it's.
I'm just shocked that the Super Nintendo's still working.
Very great.
Hey, I took care of this fucking thing.
Yeah, you left it in the sun.
Yep. You have to let it bake.
Exactly.
To harden the shell and you know, all the
and you get a little discoloration, but you gotta let this son bitch break.
That's how you bring out the flavor.
Yeah.
Just
let it bake.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
What? Here's my thing. What would you guys love to see come back? Because I tell you right now, I've been like itching for like Fable. Even though like I wouldn't buy it on Xbox, I'd probably get it on PC. Like I've been seriously itching for a Fable.
New Fable would be nice, yeah.
I didn't much care for 2, really didn't care for 3, but like Fable: The Lost Chapters is probably like mine number 2, like all time favorite.
Yeah, I didn't mind the later Fables, like, but just that series in general, I was always a real big fan of. But Fable 1, yeah, to me, classic.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really.
I would like to see a new, well, not a new, but like a remastered Zelda, Ocarina of Time, like the 64 version.
Good luck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they dropped a bunch for the Switch that is supposed to be like a new Zelda. I forget what it's called though, but they dropped it. It was supposed to be good, but when everyone started playing it, they didn't understand like the weapons had
they break.
Yeah, they break.
Yeah,
So
that doesn't make any sense to me.
it's like-
fucking Zelda.
yeah, I mean, you're supposed to just hack and slash, fight groups, throw bombs at the walls, to the window, to the wall.
Sweat.
So no, but seriously though, what would you like to see? Like, I don't want a remaster of Fable. I want something fresh out of that whole universe.
Okay, so like new story, new.
I mean, I would even go as far as go before the first one, and I want to like play as like your main character's mom or dad from Fable, and like when you knew Jack of Blades and all that kind of shit, and see him go into madness and become that evil son of a bitch. Something
Interesting. Like,
Yeah.
there was a lot of, especially that first story. Like there was so much like little depth and character and everything that you could really get lost in it, explore and stuff like that. So I get that.
I would have loved this. Oh my god, I'm holding this thing all the way down, and 225 miles an hour isn't enough. Oh Christ.
How about a Gundam?
Good.
What Gundam games have been good? Well, there was like the Dynasty Warriors one, which I play like one
Is that
of
the
them.
one where you're in sets of 3?
No, that's when you have like a whole army of Gundams at your disposal, and you fight a whole army of Gundams, and you're in a Gundam. Like they did basically Dynasty Warriors with Zelda, not too long ago. That was kind of interesting. You were just Link, and you were just like killing hordes and hordes of enemies.
How about a new Pokemon?
Dude,
I know there's so many new copies and stuff every year.
no, like for real though, you have the Switch. Please, oh please, finally give us a good looking fucking Pokemon game, and I will buy a fucking Nintendo Switch. Cause like yeah, it's fun, but I just my eyes are going on me, and those little screens. My eyes hate those little screens.
I think it'd be cool if they took Pokemon Go and put it as a
No.
No, hear me out. So basically, you play in a world where everyone plays in, but it's like a huge world,
Okay.
and you literally, basically it's pretty much a satellite
So
blue
like
of the
Pokemon-
planet.
I'm getting Pokemon Go meets
Damn it.
what's that game? The space one.
Space one.
The space one. They just had an update.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. That's
Yeah,
that's
pretty
what I'm
much.
getting.
Dude,
No
have you
Man's Sky
seen
meets
how
Pokemon.
beautiful No Man's Sky has become?
I haven't actually played it since they
Dude,
updated it.
play it now. Because that's
Yeah.
the thing, like,
They finally fixed the problems that people were asking for or what they expected.
but that's the thing you got to give them credit for. They didn't run away and hide. Is
They
there
gave
like,
everyone the refund
it's
back
like,
that they wanted
yeah,
to.
like, take your refund, but we're still going to work on this game.
That'd be
And
funny now they buy it back.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful fucking game.
Yeah.
I went back to play it because it was so nice.
See, here's the thing. Like after every update, I don't know. I'll pick it up. I'll install the update. I'll look at all the cool new things. Like, oh yeah, you can do this now. Oh, you can do it. Oh, and you can do a little freighter thing. And then I'm bored again. Like it's like, okay, now I got to go to this next and it's another planet, and then I got learn more words, and then, I don't know. Like it's a fun game, but every time I play it, I get bored, and then put it down for like 2-3 months, and then I play it again. Like I don't know.
It's a good filler game for me.
Yeah.
I would like to see something new in the Borderlands series.
Well, I swear they were supposed to drop Borderlands 3 at some point, but
I would love to see something new.
I
in
hope they're not
Borderlands.
counting the prequel for the third one because that was.
Oh, this
That was
car's
trash.
undrivable. Oh, I fucked up.
I
There's
did
no
not care for that prequel. The storyline was cool just to see the characters, but as far as their gameplay went, it just seemed very unbalanced. Like I'd go into match with same level players, but we can't beat the boss because he's just ramped up so high.
It's way overpowered.
Yeah, and we all have like
OP.
legendary weapons and stuff, and just we can't do anything.
Yeah.
It was the trash compactor monster thing.
The fuck?
Yeah, no, it was like in
A trash compactor monster?
well, you know, like in
Actually.
Star Wars where they drop into the pit and then
okay,
that
yeah.
thing. So they kind of redid that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the same principle. You're like on the Hyperion ship in space, and they drop you down there and there's a monster you have to kill in order to complete the mission.
Mhm.
But man, we'd go down there and literally the second we touch the ground, he'll kill us in one hit. We'll let off all of our contraband grenades because we're just like, well, hell to it. Just throw it all down there. And he just wipe us out every time. And that's when we quit. That's when that game we quit.
Yeah. No, I remember I went in there with you.
You remembers?
I members. I went in there with you and I was like, let me try. Let me see what this pre-sequel's about. And I didn't play much of 2, and I couldn't do it. It didn't grab me. I was disappointed.
Pre-sequel.
Like, yeah, you have to. It's like there's so much shit going on already on the screen that now you have to be worried about, like, your air and, like, yeah, if I run out of oxygen or I got to do an ass slam to kill these, it's just like, fuck it.
I never played that one.
I did.
Didn't miss much.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
I think I bought that collector's edition like 3 or 4 times.
Fuck.
Bought it on the PlayStation, bought it on the Xbox, bought it on PC.
You have a problem, my friend. I will say.
Oh, and then I bought it on the PS3. So I bought it 4
what
times.
the fuck? A yellow line stopped me.
Gotta
was
watch
weird.
out for those
Wait,
lines.
Yeah,
Was it
those
on?
yellow lines. Watch out.
Was the prequel on PC? Oh,
Yeah, it was on everything. Here's my thing, though. The best Borderlands I've played lately was the Telltale game.
I couldn't get into it.
Dude, it was awesome.
Everyone likes
it-
Telltale games.
It was an easy platinum, but it was an awesome game. It was actually a lot of fun. Especially towards the end where you basically are Power Rangers and you make the Megazord.
Go, Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
they had the colors and everything. Oh my god, I'm totally trash this race. Oh, that's fucking terrible. But yeah, so you, other than Fable and, whatever.
I still want to use Zelda. That's like the Ocarina of Time from the N64. Because literally that Mask of Zora, was it? Mask of
Majora?
something.
Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
I was gonna say Mask of Zorro's that
That
movie with
game-
Anthony Hopkins and Antonio Banderas.
Close.
That game had so like you literally had to 3 days to beat the game in a particular order, blah, 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 and it was just a nightmare every time. And then if you didn't like bank your jewels, you lose them all. But if you bank them, you kept them for some reason. Like they would just be like, "Oh, we remember your jewels."
It's in the bank.
Yeah.
So,
That's how
like,
it
I've come to terms with the fact that we'll never get another Metal Gear Solid, which you guys know me. That was my jam. I have every single one of them, including Metal Gear on the NES. That was my thing growing up. I loved Metal Gear. But I would really like to see, oh man, maybe a remaster of 1 and 2. Hopefully. Like, I don't think it'll happen because Konami's assholes like that. And they turned Metal Gear into a pachinko game. Which made me real sad. But, yeah.
Maybe.
The closest we got to a remaster for 1 was Twin Snakes on the GameCube. And that's the only reason why there's a GameCube in my house is for Twin Snakes. Oh, wow. I fucked that up royally.
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah. Went down in the standings. Whatever. It's a piece of shit.
I went down on the Twin Snakes.
Ooh.
Oh, and we're going to Indianapolis here.
Hmm.
We're going to make a left turn and another left turn. How about you, DeWitt?
Then eventually a right turn.
What for you? What game defined your childhood, and what would you want to see come back?
Game defined my childhood. When I think back to my childhood, what game defined it? GoldenEye was a big thing.
Asshole.
I definitely fucked with the GoldenEye like a
See,
lot.
you're a GoldenEye person, but I'm the perfect dark person.
Yeah.
You're the person that can't talk kind of person, huh?
Yeah.
The perfect dark person.
Yeah.
But were you the odd? Were you the asshole that like invited people over to play? Then you were always odd job.
No.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that's the golden rule, man. You don't ever pick odd job.
Yeah, it did really
Until the
matter
last
for me.
second.
Like
Then you throw the hat at someone and kill him.
But I was definitely like the asshole who would invite people over and then just kill them like mercilessly. Like I never gave anybody any slack. Like it didn't matter to me if it was their first time playing. Like I'd camp with like the rocket launcher or some shit. Like you were gonna die. Like and half the time you weren't even gonna know where I was gonna kill you from. Like you were just gonna die. Like
So you hear that rocket launcher?
And die. Like that was me. Like it really got to the point. Like okay, like my dad, my stepmom, like these kids that lived in the apartment building where we lived. Like they'd come over and then they stopped coming over because they were just like, I'm tired of dying.
I'm tired of this guy
like
DeWitt.
Fucking DeWitt was king of the apartment building.
Like
He's like, I'm the king of the complex. What do you guys want?
and the worst thing about it was I never actually played through the story or anything like that. Like
You used multiplayer, huh?
It was only multiplayer. Like I tried playing through the story and I forget how old I was. I was like 8 or 9 or something like that.
Did you screen watch?
I okay.
Mm-hmm.
I of course I screen watched, but
For being
You-
honest,
it didn't really
You were
matter.
telling everyone,
I
don't
did-
screen watch.
I
You're
didn't
screen
need to.
watching.
Because like they could look at my screen, I didn't care. They were still gonna die. But like
was it the game you were playing when your mattress caught on fire?
no.
Oh.
No.
What?
That was
That's a fantastic story.
that was one of the I forget which one. It was a Crash. I think it might have been Crash Kart Racing. Was the game I was playing.
Yeah, you
When
caught
I
fire?
fire.
How hard did you
I
crash?
was going real fast. I was collecting the little fruit things, and then one of the tiki guys
Shit
came
caught
up.
fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what else I'd like to see make a comeback? For me, was a great time killer as a kid. Oh, you asshole hit me. Rampage.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Rampage. That was pretty good. And Earthworm Jim.
I never played that one.
Yeah, Earthworm Jim was actually a pretty good game. Like I went and got it on PC a few years ago, and it held up pretty well. But I'd like to see another one.
Earth. I don't know. I've always had a thing about like worms in general. They just bug me for some reason, especially like cartoon worms. Like I don't know why, but just worms in general kind of creep me out. So I think
You
that
shouldn't
might
have
been
told
why
us
I never
that. You
played
realize that, right? You
can-
know there's night crawlers out here. I'm gonna go dig one up. That fucker's about a foot long. Just a gooey worm. I'm just gonna drop on you.
All right. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Trying to think what other games.
Earthworms,
God.
maybe.
Earthworm Jim. There was another one. God, I think it was on Sega. I don't know if you guys ever played it, but you were like I think it was called like the Lost Vikings or something like that, and you were 3 Vikings in space,
Oh.
and you were fighting through a spaceship trying to go back in time, back to wherever you came from. Yeah, that one was pretty fun.
That's interesting.
There was another game. I think it was a cartoon on Nickelodeon. It was like monsters in a junkyard. One of them was like a hand that held an eyeball.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a video
know what
game.
you're
I don't
talking
think that's
about.
monsters in a junkyard.
Well,
That's not the name, but
not
that's,
in the junkyard.
It's
know
called
what you're talking-
Real Monsters.
Oh,
That's
Real
it.
Monsters.
I couldn't think of the name.
But I
yeah.
remember like one of the
What you're
levels
talking
they were in a junkyard, and that was pretty good.
about.
That was a pretty good game.
I watched Nickelodeon too much when I was little.
Real Monster. Yeah, I forget the title of that. That's
Yeah.
funny. Like,
Go ahead, you can Google it if you like. I mean, you can see if I'm
oh no,
right.
I remember now. Like you
Any
mentioned it,
members?
Like, I
Members?
members.
You members?
No Mimblebellies.
Oh,
Oh shit. Oh no.
Like that should probably be like a drinking game for people listening to this. Is just every time someone says members,
Oh
Take a
God!
I'm sure they'll be dead. Within,
Is that
the
like
first
what-
45 minutes?
Is
Yeah.
that one shot per every time we say it, or
Mhm.
even-
Yeah,
That's
like,
part of the game.
That's like 12 shots we've already said. So
they'll be dead.
I mean, it'll get to the point where you load up the podcast and
No,
you
they
just
won't be
drink the
dead.
bottle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, they'll have their own podcast moments, like episode 3, part 2 moments. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh
They'll fill a
man.
bottle. And
Let's
then
not get
it'll
into
be
that.
Like, yeah, the second half of last week's podcast.
No.
Basically what that's
yeah, I
gonna
think
be
there was
too.
supposed to be like $1,400 down on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
That's stupid things you say when you're drunk. And then we cry and we hug.
I love you, man. I love you too.
I'm not drinking for a long while. Heavy shit. And I had a beer yesterday, but no, I'm not drinking heavy shit for a long time. Fuck that.
Well, that was your problem when you freaking grabbed the
Look,
bottle of chocolate vodka.
I
which
was already
disgusting. That has been
drunk.
sitting there for about 10 years.
I was already drunk.
In 90-degree weather.
Nobody
It's been
stopped
there a
me.
while.
Dude, no one could get you.
Nobody
We were all
stopped me.
around the podcast table.
like-
You want us to like rip all the mics off the
Nobody
table?
tried to stop me.
We're gonna be in
Okay.
slow motion.
Mhm.
No, diving over the table.
Right. John wake up next morning. Members, John. What happened? What happened to all the mics? Members. I members.
Yeah, I fixed them.
Oh,
Yeah, you fixed them. I had to clean up everything. No, you know what? I just cleaned the table today.
Yeah, well, I cleaned the floor and the fucking chair I'm sitting in.
oh yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I didn't clean anything. How about that?
Yeah, not even the audio.
Not even the audio, especially the audio. So like something about the way like the cars in front of you like get bigger, but it's like in stages because everything else obviously had a shit, bit rate back then.
Mm-hmm.
Is like it's weird, but it's oddly satisfying.
Wait, explain. How's that satisfying?
I don't know. Just wait until like you're coming up on another car. Again.
I'm not.
Oh yeah, because you're about to.
This is the final lap. Everyone's way ahead of me.
You're about to.
I took that pit. No, I'm losing.
Just
them.
watching them kind of like scale up in like little steps like that for some reason, just kind of like, I don't know. It's oddly comforting and it kind of like those Russian dolls, like the one.
The Russian nesting dolls.
Yeah, it kind of seems like that. It's like, oh, it's bigger, it's bigger, it's bigger, it's bigger. Oh.
Technically, wouldn't it go smaller? It's smaller. It's smaller. It's smaller.
If it's going away, maybe.
Hmm.
Which makes sense because obviously they're leaving him in the dust right here. So, see, like it's big, and then
It's gone.
I lapped him. He's been lapped. What? 4th place. I'm fine.
Okay, with that actually, that reminded me of another game that when I think back, not necessarily my childhood, but like early teens, a game that kind of defined it was Need for Speed Underground.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
I
Good time.
played them, and I was like, I used to play a lot of Midnight Club too.
Okay.
But what got me really into Need for Speed for a while was Most Wanted.
Okay.
I don't know. There was something about going through and like working your way through that list of people and just beating the shit out of them.
Is that
Yeah.
the one where you told me I couldn't flip the car and it was like almost impossible?
No, we were playing Need for Speed. Oh, what was it? It's the one where they focus primarily on like drag racing and drifting and all that kind of stuff. It was later on in the line.
Carbon? Or
No. This was
No.
like,
Where it's like events?
yeah,
Pro Street?
Pro Street, okay? I had the fucking steering wheel, the pedals, all that shit. And we had been playing for like days. Me and Eber, rest in peace. And we were doing events and all this kind of shit. And like Spencer jumps in and he's like, oh, I'm gonna flip the car. I'm like, dude, you can't flip. And he flipped the fucking car. And as the car is tumbling down the fucking raceway, an achievement pops up.
You're welcome.
And it was like a Geico achievement. I'm like, well, I mean, I can't be angry.
Like, hey.
I mean, you flipped the car, but I got an achievement too. So
You're like, you can't flip the car. It's a flat track. Oh, yeah? Well, let me have that controller really quick and I'll show you.
leave it to Spencer to flip a car on a flat track on probably a day where there's no wind.
Oh, you remember Mass Effect 1? The
Oh man,
the Mako.
man,
That one thing you could never get stuck or flip.
you done it.
Yep, I got
You
that
done
thing
it.
stuck vertical
What?
on a
He-
pike.
He done it.
I don't know what happened. I fell off a cliff and then landed.
Stuck. It's,
And it literally got stuck. I tried to go reverse, side, flip.
It's got 6 wheels and he still got it stuck.
that's the one that had jets, though, right? It could jump.
Yeah.
Like,
It was like that pike, like literally, like stuck in the vehicle. I could not get out of it.
oh, wow.
Mhm.
Even I got out and I was like, could you get? Yeah, you could jump out of the Mako number 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I tried everything. I tried to like push it, shoot it, blow it up.
it ain't happening.
Yep, no.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Spencer, like I'm telling you, Spencer, like you're good at video games, but I think you'd find a great career in like quality assurance testing. Cause they'd be like they're rolling out this game like, oh, this game everything works, nothing's broken. He's like, Give me 5 minutes. I will fuck this game up.
I will show you where you fucked up.
Somehow he'll get like a Windows 95 blue screen.
Yeah.
What's this shit? This is on a PS4. Why is that popping up?
Somehow. I don't know how he'll do it, but son of a bitch, he'll figure it out.
Oh, I don't know. We had that in our software. Okay. Yeah, take it back to the drawing board. Nice try, guys.
Nice try.
Try again.
Oh, shit.
Maybe next time.
It's like if you own like a one of the big three, Nintendo, Sony, or Xbox. I mean, you could like sell your services. Like they hire you, you infiltrate their competitor, and you just start touching things, and it just explodes.
Yeah, I got a bad career for that.
Like go take a tour of the Xbox Live servers.
Well, I told you what happened at my work, right?
Well, you walked in the room and everything exploded.
Close. They wanted. It was like my third day at my job, and they were like, "Hey, you know a little bit about computers, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know a little bit from learning from John and stuff. You know, cables and things and plugs, outlets, all that good stuff."
He knows what cables are.
Yeah, I know what cables are. It's amazing. So they're like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
I got Comcast.
They're like, "Yeah, Spencer, can you go ahead and help so and so move a computer one cubicle over?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, no problem."
Oh.
Take it all
simple.
apart, make it all nice. I'm like, I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna run the cords through the little plastic holes and make it pretty. I get it.
Opposed to running them
Pretty
around
much.
the chairs.
Yeah. So I do all this, and then like I go under the desk to plug in the computer. This is the only thing I had to do was plug in the computer. I got there, and then like there was something on the floor because like when I was laying on my arm, like something poked it. So I was like, "Ow!" And I like jerked my elbow, but not thinking it was being my support. So my whole shoulder just like rolls into the cubicle, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And it goes boom.
Uh-oh.
And like a couple seconds later, all of a sudden I hear the beep beep beep. The whole office starts beeping, and everyone just puts the headset down. Like, we just lost our calls. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then they're like, "And the power's out." That's what the beeping is. The
backup batteries.
the backup batteries are kicked on.
Yeah, UPSs.
And yeah, that was not. I think I knocked out 75% of the call center that day for a good 20 minutes. I was hoping that like that wasn't my fault, so I really didn't say much. But after I hooked up the computer and couldn't turn it on, I was like, okay, maybe it was my fault. Let me go find someone that knows where the panel is, and sure enough, somehow I popped the breaker. So after they flipped it on, somehow the phone started working again, and yeah, we were back up and running 100%. Needless to say, that was the last time they let me into that office.
He doesn't know shit about
Yep.
computers.
Yeah, he doesn't know nothing. He knows how to break them. Oh, okay. Trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, trying to help out, but look at me.
No good deed goes
Blame me.
unpunished.
Oh, I got punished. They say you're not allowed in this office anymore.
No more.
I said, okay.
Remember what happened last time?
Yeah. Mambuish.
A long time ago when we used to do service work, I had Caleb out with me on a call. And it was Sawyer's Heating and Air in Salida. And my partner at the time had went up, and what he had done is like here's the thing. They needed more machines for people to take calls and set appointments and all this other stuff. But they didn't want to spend money on a bunch of new machines. Because it was only going to be temporary because, air conditioning is kind of a seasonal thing. All right? And they were getting flooded with calls.
For some reason, it's always in the summertime.
Oh, I know, right? That's fucking weird. So, have you seen those, they call them, I think back in the day they called them N boxes. But you would run a virtual machine on a computer. It would travel to an N box. N box would plug into a monitor, keyboard, and mouse. And you have virtual desktops. So you could have up to like 6 running on one machine. Well, he had gone and installed it. I didn't know. But I got called out for a service, and he can go out there, so I went out there. And one of the computers that was on this whole N-box system had to be serviced. So it's like kind of early in the morning, trying to get in there before everyone else. And the girls are getting in there. They're taking calls and all this other stuff. So you've got this room off to the side. It's got 6 virtual machines up and running. And me and Caleb were like, fuck, we need to go. That's the day we almost died. But we just need to get up and get out of here. And so he's like, oh, is this the machine? I'm like, yeah, pull it out from underneath the desk. He pulls it out. I'm not even fucking thinking, dude. I go and I just shut the damn thing down. Boom. Shut it down. And you could hear, like, these audible groans next door. And this one cunt comes out. And she's pissed. She is pissed. Excuse me? Did you turn off the computer? And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, fuck, here we go. I'm going to get yelled at. I was in the middle of a kind. And I just looked at her and go, you know what? I'm here to fix this. I ain't here to talk to you. Go in there, play on your phone, do whatever. Get out of my face. Because it was honest to God, a 5-minute job. But she fucking flipped out on us, yelling, telling her fucking blah, 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 blah. The boss, he was hella cool. He kind of looked at me and just was like, yeah, don't worry about her. She's a cunt. Going about your business. But, fuck, dude, that day, it was that type of bullshit. But that on the way there, we had, I don't know if you ever see those little vent doors on the back of semi-trailers. One of those popped off, flew at my truck. It looked like it was coming for the windshield. Ended up going under the truck. And then on the way back, we were behind a truck that ran a little car off the road in Manteca. And then, slammed it up against the, like the little asphalt thing on the side of the freeway. Yeah. And just kept fucking going. It's like it's a clusterfuck that day. Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Fuck.
When it rains, it pours.
Oh, Jesus, dude. I think it was like, that's when our friend's mom's boyfriend committed suicide. And then we were in the truck, and something flew, and I still have the fucking truck with the cracked windshield. A rock, like that big, came right at him, and pow, hit my windshield. When we were talking about it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was a fucked up week. So did you finally decide on a game you want to see come back?
I think I named a couple at this point, but
one definitively you want to see.
Oh, shit. I don't know. See, it's weird for me to say because like I don't really play video games too much these days.
No, you play those stupid little fucking mobile games.
Yeah, mostly just to kill time. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since like, God damn it, a video game has really like grasped me and been like, oh my god, like blown me away, and I can't even think of like, I don't know, back in the days a little.
You just want to go back and play some World of Warcraft, don't you?
No, because if I wanted to do that, I'd play Destiny. It's a newer version.
Okay. Gonna get back on this bullshit again.
Yeah.
Okay.
People tried to get me to jump back on World of Warcraft.
I was never on World of Warcraft. Thank you, Jesus.
I was. I thought it was fun. I liked the whole experience of the Warcraft era.
The Warcraft era.
Yeah, because I mean, they don't make them anymore. There was talk about perhaps making remastering Warcraft 3, which would be awesome. But
yeah.
I mean,
I play the shit out of Warcraft. Don't get me wrong.
But like the people that are trying to like get me to play World of Warcraft again, it's like, no. They're like, well, why not? I'm like, because I don't want to buy all 7 expansions and then have to load it all. They're like, okay, fair.
You don't want to start a character as a panda?
I've already done that. I had a level 80 mage, undead.
Wait, what?
A level 80 undead.
Undead mage panda?
No,
Like,
just undead mage.
Oh, you didn't make a panda?
Not a panda, though.
No, I didn't get that expansion.
You didn't get Pandaria or whatever it's called?
Pandemonium.
I don't know.
I don't
You weren't a
know.
panda priest?
Panda.
No, but it'd been cool if I was.
What about? I don't know.
Oh, we got memories of pandas and our junior English teacher.
Okay, that sounds like a little bestiality type stuff.
Nah, I walked in the class one day and he's like, man, I want to punch a panda. And I looked right at him like, do it. Go ahead. Do it.
Everyone was like, ooh, go ahead. He's right there.
I looked at him like, do it. He didn't do shit.
Well,
And then I walked by and then he punched me in the arm. He said, side check Tuesday. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to the principal's office. No, just kidding. Come back in here. Oh, no, because I punched him back.
You punched him back.
And he's like, go to the office. I'm like, ha, you're funny. He goes, no, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Go to the office. I was like, okay, well, I'm just telling him you punched me first. He goes, okay, I was just kidding. Come back in. I'm like, uh-huh. Because everyone saw it, too. Everyone was like, are you serious? Like, oh, God.
Actually, because see,
teachers you guys have out here.
well, see, here's the thing. Like,
It
so
country living.
after graduation, I was gonna go. I went to the Philippines and Thailand. Well, apparently this teacher was gonna go to Thailand that summer, and so I had a plan. I was like, dude, we're gonna be in a foreign country. If I see you, I'm gonna kick your ass and like leave you in a gutter. And in a gutter in Thailand that's a death sentence. So somebody gave him the heads up, son of a bitch, and he never went.
I know who that was.
Yeah, because no joke, I was gonna beat the shit out of him. I was gonna stomp his little head in.
Well, I don't know who it was, and now I feel left out.
No, trust me, you're lucky.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Oh,
No. Yeah. That year was a whole clusterfuck for teachers for us.
Yeah, dude, that year and then like the year after.
We had Miss Hansen in the beginning of the year. She didn't know how to use a razor. What?
To cut people like on the street.
Both.
No.
I mean, she was nice, but, bruh.
I mean, in France, hairy legs is considered a. I don't know.
Well,
what it's
okay.
considered
Well,
in
that's France. It's not America.
America.
But yeah, I mean, she was cool, but she wasn't really teacher material because I didn't learn shit from her.
Most teachers.
No, I mean, I had some really fucking good teachers. Like, really, really good teachers that you learn some shit from. Mostly shop teachers, but really, really fucking good teachers.
How many shop teachers have you had, Chad?
I had a few.
0.
Well, I mean, if you want to consider Chase a shop teacher, I mean, we had power tools in his class.
That I wasn't allowed to use.
And we know why from your story earlier. Oh, yes, like, come on now. Apparently, this was a smart man. He knew what was up.
Yeah.
Actually,
So
you know
things
what's,
wouldn't get done as fast as they could have.
you know what's funny, Spencer?
What?
DeWitt has met Chase.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take that. I don't know
Yeah.
why that
He's
is somehow.
DeWitt's actually gone and seen the new theater.
So have I.
When?
Dude, me and you went.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
I think
forgot.
DeWitt was there too. I think we all went.
Were we all there?
Possibly. I don't remember.
But it's like, man, we busted our asses in that piece of shit theater that they had
Dude, no.
to build up that program, and when we leave, they spend damn near $7 million on a new theater.
How do you think I feel after seeing my fucking shitty ass store that I used to work for get a remodel after I leave? After the 10 years I've worked there and all the talk of remodels since I started. And then they're like, oh, Spencer left. Let's get a remodel. All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
We're not gonna waste it on him.
Nah.
We gotta wait till he's gone. And then
Well,
we
see,
can
they
get
saved
the
all that
nice
money by switching to Geico.
stuff. It's just like once Spencer left, our insurance premiums went down.
No, they saved all that money from switching their grades of meat and produce.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, got in there, deep cut there.
it's
They don't want to admit it, but it's true. But.
food quality burn.
Ooh, in your face.
I'm sure they're going to be sopping up their tears with $100 bills.
Well, from what Spencer was telling me, some of the people that work there, yeah, that's how much they'd be getting paid.
Yep.
Like a retarded amount of money.
Maybe I should get into the fake meat business.
Nah.
Well, but they've been there for years, haven't they?
Yeah, they got into when it was still a fucking business, not when it's like going down a downward spiral to hell.
It's on a downward spiral to hell.
Good remix.
I'll get Young Jeezy to spit a verse on there.
But it was cool though. I mean, I learned how to basically really cut meat. I mean, the other one, there's probably a lot of people out there who be like, "Oh, well, that's easy, just cut it." And
What
you know,
other
it
things
takes a
did you learn how to cut?
what?
What other things did you learn how to cut?
Pretty much everything. Like technically, I could literally be
Can-
a full meat cutter. Like,
Can you cut vegetables?
if you need me to, yes.
He won't eat them, but
Can-
he'll
can
cut them.
you
And I can cook them. I can cook them pretty damn well. For
What about
someone that
dairy?
doesn't eat vegetables, I can sure as hell cook them really good. Like everyone tells me, like, "Oh my god, you made these?" I was like, "Yeah, they good." Like, I don't know. Just like, dude, these are bomb. Like, all right.
That's the secret to good vegetables. Don't taste them, just cook them.
Yeah. I mean, you should be able to watch enough cooking shows to understand like what to do, what not to do.
You hit it with 1.5 bams, and then it's done.
Pretty much.
You watch Hell's Kitchen or Kitchen Nightmares
Get
enough
the
times.
fuck out of my kitchen.
This fucking steak looks like Gandhi's flip flop. It's like Gandhi didn't wear flip flops. He went barefoot. Calm down.
Well, if he did.
This risotto looks like a fucking clock. Christ. Clock.
Oh, I was about to say, like,
Well, you got dick on the mind?
if your risotto looks like a cock, you definitely screwed up somewhere.
Oh, speaking of screwed up, look at those times. Oh, flip flops.
But yeah, so like I've learned. My boss was awesome. He taught me a lot.
Can you cut cheese?
I can on a slicer.
Will you cut
No,
the cheese?
don't fart in the
You want me-
microphone.
Oh.
I will fucking sock you guys in the face.
All right.
We don't need that stinkiness.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Well, I'm under the fan, so it would blow away. I don't know about the rest of you.
Fucking assholes.
Suffrage. I don't know why I said suffrage. That's the right to vote. But as opposed to suffering.
Yeah. Same thing, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, come on.
Like watching you, this is suffrage right here.
Hey, shut up. I feel like playing some fucking Mario Andretti. I'm gonna play some Mario Andretti. All right.
So like the first video game.
So is this
I
like
heard-
Mario, but like speed racing?
Like Mario?
He's saying Mario Kart, but
Oh,
there's-
that's funny because that was just what I was about to.
I mean, I got Mario Kart in the house, but no, I don't have any red shells or blue shells or green shells or mushrooms in this.
That was the very first game I ever owned, like video game I owned was Mario Kart on the 64. So that would be one game.
Okay,
I'd
wait a
really
minute,
make
wait a
myself
minute, wait a minute,
play.
wait. Where did you start
I'd start like
in gaming? Where did you start?
so prior to getting Mario Kart 64, my experience began and ended at what was the system?
PS4?
Genesis? No, what was the Genesis?
Do you not own a PS4 though?
Oh no, like that's where it ends. That's where it's at now. I own a
Yeah.
PS4, but like
The
at
steps you got there?
at the beginning of it. Oh, you want me to go backwards from
No,
PS4?
I mean, you go.
Like N64 was my first system I owned. Prior to that, the only real experience I had
God,
playing
you're young.
video games was like my older brother. He had a Genesis, and like he wouldn't let me play, but he let me watch him play. And like when he left the room, I would like turn it on and start playing and fuck up his shit and stuff like that.
And then later on, you hit him with a chair.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the evolution of that, right there.
This is for all the years I couldn't play Sonic, you son of a bitch.
I remember, like I distinctly have memories of being at a fairly young age, and he had, I forget which Tomb Raider it was, one of the early Tomb Raiders and stuff, and just spending like literally, well, what felt like hours was probably like 20 minutes, just doing like backflips into the pool and stuff. like that was all I do. Like I didn't know there was like shooting or anything involved in those games. It was just oh, look at this backflip and then a front flip, then a little side I could flip to the side and then land in the pool and then go swimming in the pool. And that was just all of it to me.
Oh,
that was
my
all Tomb Raider was to me.
goodness.
It's like that's the game where you do flips and swim in the pool. Like it's a pretty fun game.
Wow, that's wow.
It
Okay.
wasn't later until I learned that you can actually leave the house and there's missions and shooting and shit.
That's ridiculous, dude. Mine. Oh well. How about you, Spencer? Where did you start?
I started with a Super Nintendo, and then from the Super Nintendo went straight to the 64, and then the Dreamcast, and then from there went from the Xbox to the 360 to the PS2. Oh, wow, I also had the PlayStations too. I had the PlayStation 1, PS1.
You see, now that I think about it, because my dad was really strict when it came to video games. He didn't want me to play them,
Game Boys.
but I had them. That's the thing. Like, I couldn't play them, but I had them because I get them for Christmas from other people in the family. There's like, they knew, like, I wasn't allowed to have fun. It's like, oh, you're 4 years old now. Time to work. Get on that tractor. Get to working, boy. But no, like, I think it was. My mom's got photos. It was like my fourth birthday. I got an NES, and I started there. And then Super Nintendo. I didn't go N64. I went to PlayStation. And I had Metal Gear for NES, but I didn't put hands on it again until I got on PlayStation, and that's when like it stuck with me. Mm-hmm. And then I was just consumed by it.
It's carried you, guided you since.
Like if I was ever to meet Hideo Kojima face to face, I think I'd freeze up.
I think you'd scream like a little girl. You'd be so excited and cry.
I'd pay money to see that.
Huh?
I'd pay money to see that.
Well, how about you pay some money, make it happen?
He's got other things in the works for you.
Oh Christ! No, if I came face to face with, that's when I went to the whole like Sony thing a few years ago. I was hoping like hell Kojima would be there. Something, please.
Out of confinement or something. Yeah.
Just, and then even the thing we went to, down in San Francisco with the for Konami thing, I was hoping like hell. What the fuck are you doing over there? I can hear it in the microphone.
Oh, you tell a little kid to go to hell. Did you touch this? You're gonna go to hell if you touch this. Poor kid.
That's the Christian thing to do to your children.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Otherwise, they won't know. How will they know if they're going to go to hell or not if you don't tell them? Like, she's just looking out for her eternal soul. That's all.
Now, there was a Konami Gamer Night. I think, that was right after your old man passed, huh?
Yeah, so that was like 20.
That was 2012.
Yeah.
And it was just I think it was like a week after or something. It was right after because it was in September. Yeah, we went to that, and I was hoping like hell. I was like, please, somebody please bring them, and they didn't. They brought some other. They brought the guys who were working on Revengeance. I never played Revengeance because.
Well, one of the things I remember about that night was like you saying like, oh, if you see Kojima, let me know, and I'm just like. Okay, what the fuck does he look like? I think I saw him. He was over. There's like 14 of them over there. Okay. Like, gotta help me out with this one.
Getting John's hopes up.
Yeah. That was kind of a strange night. They had the chick from the movie Silent Hill. Yeah, the newest one or whatever.
Yeah.
The one that had one of the beans in it, which we didn't get to see him, but they had the girl there. So. Like, they were showing off the movies and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is supposed to be like a game thing. And you saw, like, people from the industry there. Like, they're taking notes. You see people kind of chilling. But everyone's kind of casual. But me and DeWitt all dressed up, like, kind of nice. Yeah. And then the girl who was kind of, I think she was kind of running it. She was from the one from South Korea.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
She was in that, like, what could you describe that as, like, an anime girl dress?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. 'Cause it was like...
She came and got us out of line and brought us in. And I'm kind of like, what the hell is going on here?
She seemed like the cocktail waitress in like one of those Japanese TV shows.
Yeah.
At the coffee shops?
Yeah. The special ones with
or
the
at the ramen shops?
The back. Like you go through the back of the arcade and then into the other room, and that's where all the girls are serving you lollipops or something.
Yeah, dude.
What?
And she would check in on us periodically throughout the night. Oh my god, look. I have not, to this day, not ever, touched a soccer game. It's just like, my brain doesn't know how to play fucking video game soccer. It doesn't know. And me and DeWitt standing at this fucking thing, trying to figure out how to play Pro Evolution Soccer. All right? He was South Korea, I was North Korea. And she's like, oh, get a game going, we'll get it up on the big screen. I'm like, you don't want this game up on the big screen. Because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Like, I didn't see a soccer ball.
No, you were just pushing buttons
Yeah.
and hoping that it would say you scored somehow.
Yeah.
Like we won.
The two of us are just laughing our asses off, getting drinks and food brought to us, trying to figure out how to play fucking soccer. That ain't happening.
Yeah, that was a crazy night. All kinds of stuff is going on there.
The fucking president of Kunabi was there. And this poor guy had he doesn't speak much English. He had a translator with him. That's like the whole thing. Like he's up there at the podium talking, someone's translating. I'm like, all right, this is cool. And then like I see him. We're on the second floor. I see him like across the thing, and he's standing there smiling, looking over the edge. I'm like, all right. And I start walking towards him, and all of a sudden I see big ass DeWitt walking towards him, and then I hear DeWitt speaking Japanese to him. All right. And this dude has like the biggest smile on his face, like, oh my God. And he starts speaking Japanese. But DeWitt only knows like a sentence in Japanese at the time.
Hajime mashite.
Yeah. He didn't know what the
What does
fuck
that
he said
mean?
that to him.
that Hajime mashite. That's like nice to meet you, like pleasure to meet you and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then he immediately responded back with the and I'm just like,
Okay, bye.
He's standing there holding a drink going, okay. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. I went over there and got him. I'm like, come on, man. That's
You're
like
embarrassing me.
That's the president of the company right there.
Yeah.
I never got an invite back, son of a bitch.
I'm sure that's just coincidence.
Okay.
He couldn't have known our name.
He's probably like, yeah, look at these guys. What are their
Probably
entrance
has
passes?
fucking handlers or some shit. Like, oh, never let them come back again.
Never again.
They dishonor
our company.
family.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh man, that was good though.
Honestly, I've been working on it, so I could probably say like 3 or 4 more words.
That was a funny night though, cause like, I would find a wit, I'd turn around, I'd lose the wit. I like find a wit, turn around, lose them again.
Yeah.
They had some girls there with a karaoke game and like basically yoga pants and tank tops.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do you think I found a wit?
Yeah.
Yoga pants, tank tops land.
Yeah. They were giving
Good
out
marketing
free sake.
strategy.
We're giving out free sake to do some karaoke, so I'm like, well, hell, shit, might as well.
Get my sake on. Ah, damn it.
It's like I love karaoke. I love.
But
sake.
it was
Well, I don't really love sake, but I like sake.
the thing is though, because it is a Konami game, and I don't think like the songs that they could use be like popular songs or officially licensed songs. Like I was listening to the music they were playing or the karaoke they were playing. It was kind of like, yeah, you can try and sing along, and they had like songs that kind of sounded like the mainstream ones, but it's just something you really couldn't get into.
It was. Yeah, it wasn't the best song selection, but
Yeah.
after enough drinks, like.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll sing along with anything. Doesn't matter what language it's in. It's like I'm fluent in all of it.
Well, it was the NES. Whoa, what the hell was that? NES, yeah, and then Super, Sony, and I made the mistake. I left Sony for a while, and then I came back, and I think that's where I'm gonna stay.
Like Justin Timberlake.
What were you playing before?
You know what I was playing before?
Mm-hmm.
I was playing the Microsoft Evil Box
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and some PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What happened to that box? What happened to your achievements?
Mm.
I don't know. Oh, Spencer's catching up. Oh, no worries. I'm gonna send my hard drive to some guy in the UK to hack my account to unlock all the achievements that gave me a 100,000 gamer score, and then a day later get banned.
I didn't get banned.
They didn't get banned, but they wiped your whole achievement scores down to 1,000. I still have it on my Xbox.
Makes sense.
And after that, he quit playing Xbox.
What happened here?
Explain so- oh.
That must have been that noise we heard. Your controller probably blew up.
Press-
Dude, your side of your controller's cracked.
Yeah, that's intense.
Well, now we broke the Nintendo.
We did it.
Wow, that sucks.
So I think this is like a good time for us to take a little break.
Yeah,
Well, what time are we on the recording there?
106.
About an hour into it.
Hmm.
So we're gonna take a break.
Yep. Ramen
yeah,
chop break.
I'm gonna get a different game going because just don't work no more.